We're going to do block letters this week. So watch this video and see if it's helpful. Welcome to the Art Project. If you have never been here before, please hit the subscribe button and leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. One of the important things I think about drawing block letters is the way you think about block letters. So I'm going to show you a few different ways to think about it. Number one, a regular drawn letter actually has thickness to it, and that's what block letters are. Block letters have a thickness to it. So you can see here under the magnifying glass that it has thickness. So I'm going to draw a block letter here, kind of free form, and I'm drawing both the inside and the outside of the thickness of the block letter. Another way to think about it is this highlighter creates a thickness, and I'm going to go around the outside edge of the green of the highlighter, and that kind of helps. Now, no matter how well you think about it, there's no magic that's going to make you automatically good at block letters. So one of my biggest pieces of advice to you is to do the entire alphabet, and maybe even do it more than one time. So I'm going to write the entire alphabet with this highlighter, taking care to make sure that all of the letters, all the edges and lines are thick, and then I'm going to go back around them with an ink pen. Sorry, it's kind of blurry. I've actually zoomed in on it a couple of times. So, but you can see here that I'm outlining the green, and if you think of the edges of the block letter as the edges of the letter as you're making your lines, you go around the edges of them, and that's how I think of doing block letters. Even when I do them freeform, I'm going around the outside of the thickness of a letter. I've practiced so many times I kind of have it memorized. Here's just another example of the thickness of the letter. So I decided to make a little quote in my book using some blue washi tape. And at first I used this credit card to help get a straight line, this gift card, but that proved to not be as convenient. So eventually I just started using my fingernail to do it. But you can see here with the thickness of the washi tape, it automatically makes block letters. Think of the outside edge of that washi tape as what you would be drawing if you were drawing block letters. Edna Mode from The Incredibles said, "Luck favors the prepared." One of my favorite quotes. Another technique that I'm going to use is to use graph paper. So I decided you can kind of set up any sort of rule you want for tracing it out, but for me, a basic letter is 3 squares wide and 5 squares tall. That gives us a top, a middle, and a bottom, and so I'm going to do the entire alphabet. You'll notice I messed up on the R the first time and I had to redo it, but just try different ways of doing it. Here I am going to experiment with different kinds of A and a different kind of B, and I don't really like that one as much as I like the first one. You can also do it where you cut corners. Not like this one, but in the C you're going to see how I cut the corners. There's cutting the corner, and so, you can do it. It's your letter. You can kind of do it however you want to, but just think about going around a grid. Here I'm using the grid to help me find where the rounded edges go and the thickness of the letter, the width of the letter and the height of the letter. I'm using the grid to do that, but just experiment. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to just kind of make a structure for your block letters. So not all the time are you going to do free form block letters. So what I'm doing here, I already did this "hello, my name is" in block letters once, and the video for some reason or another did not capture it. So I'm going to recreate it down here at the bottom and make it pretty much exactly the same. But I'm measuring everything out so that what I have here is the same as the top. And another reason for measuring it out is you see how the words "my name is" are the same width as the larger letter and the larger word "hello." So if you want your block letters to fit in a precise place, then measure out where you want them to be, and you may have to measure each letter individually. I did this one down here once already, and then it ended up being too big. You also notice I'm doing these letters two different ways. The first one, I made a regular H and then I outlined it. That is my preferred method usually for teaching students how to do it. The L's I made like planks or pieces of washi tape that I had put down, one rectangle at a time. Then I go over them with a Sharpie pen once I know that they're correct, and then later on I'll be able to erase all the pencil and they'll look like I knew what I was doing all along. Erase my structure, that is. So here I'm measuring down. I wanted the "my name is" to be a centimeter away from the word hello, and then a centimeter tall. I found the middle, and I'm going to start with the M when I do this in the words "my name is," because M is the 6th letter. There are 11 letters, and "my name is," including the semicolon at the end. So M ended up being the middle letter. So I'm going to start with the M. And I had to space these out a little bit better. I kind of freehanded the spaces just to make sure they were right. Some letters are wider than others. An M, if you were using the graph paper, an M would be like 5 squares wide, whereas all the others, or most of the other letters, would be 3 squares wide. So as you're marking out where your letters are going to be, think about that. And then I just made each letter. And in the end, I'm going to go over the letters again with Sharpie, but I'm probably correcting it a little bit as I go over it with Sharpie. Not everything you see here in pencil is going to be traced in Sharpie exactly as you see it. I'm going to fix my mistakes as I go. Sometimes the letters touch each other where I don't want them to touch, and sometimes the line of the letter is too thick and I want it to be thinner, or it's too thin and I want it to be thicker. So it's okay to correct as you go. Obviously it'd be okay to correct it in pencil too and then go over it in Sharpie. So that's pretty much how I do my block letters. There is no, as far as I'm concerned, magic way for you to just learn it automatically. You have to take some of this information and practice it. I'm hoping this was really helpful for you. If you've got another way that you do it, leave it down in the comments below and share this for me, will you?